Travel experts say that a worldwide alert for Americans, activated just weeks before spring break, is creating extra stress for families with vacation plans. And here with some insight to that, Suzanne Morrow, CEO of InsureMyTrip.com. It's great to see you, Suzanne, by the way.
Thanks for joining us, Suzanne. We really appreciate it. A lot of people with trips booked right now are asking themselves, should I stay? Should I go? And does that matter on where it is they're traveling to? I want to be specific. But what if someone's going to London or Paris? I mean, how does all of this play into this now?
Well, due to the fact that they have to reroute planes to avoid certain airspace, it creates an additional traffic control problem and potential delays. So people should be aware of where they're going, regardless of whether it's anywhere near the Middle East, just for the fact that they should anticipate delays.
And Suzanne, of course, you are an expert in travel insurance. So would a worldwide travel alert affect what is actually covered and what is not covered?
It absolutely can. So if the government has said that folks shouldn't travel in an area, that will definitely impact whether or not they're covered.
So if you have hotels and flights already booked for spring break, given what we know today, on this day, is there any trip, in your expert opinion, that you would definitely cancel or postpone right now?
So it's going to come down to each individual's comfort level with where they're going. So for me, it's more awareness around what's happening. So I personally am traveling within the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to Curacao, which is off the coast of Venezuela, and we all know what happened there. So it did cross my mind whether or not it's safe to travel and whether or not right now is a good time to travel. So each individual is going to have to assess their own comfort level.
Which is not an easy thing, Suzanne, to do, right? I mean, you know, you have elected to go ahead and take your trip, right? And the Middle East is not the only area of the world that is having an issue.
Right.
So specifically, when you talk about insurance and things that you may have available, when might be a good place to say, look, boom, I'm done. I'm going to make an insurance claim and I'm going to get it?
Sure. Well, so we can't predetermine whether or not a claim is going to be covered because each insurance company takes the different factors of what's going on and why the claim's been filed. So fear of travel is never covered. The only thing that would cover that is if you purchase cancel for any reason. So folks need to be aware of, if they do have travel insurance, what they can cancel for and would be covered for. And not just make assumptions.
Right.
Okay, so it's if you have the travel insurance, if you buy cancel for any reason, then you should be covered, correct?
You would be covered. You'd have to cancel within 48 hours of your trip departure, and you would be covered for 50 to 75% of what you insured.
50 to 75%. Okay, interesting.
Not 100%.
Not 100%. Yep. Okay,
no.
Thank you so much.
Suzanne Morrow, thank you so much for helping us wade through what is a very complex issue.
Yeah,
Great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.